doing today. I'm gonna do an all signs reading, and we're gonna be talking or asking about love. So I'm looking for a piece of paper so I can write down the time stamps while you guys are hopefully coming on. There it is. Now it's live. Okay. So I'll just quickly Aries, Taurus. All right, so here we go. Let me find the live now so I can visit with you guys if you want. There it is. Okay. Hello, Bill. How's it going? I was going to go through and do some love readings today. So we'll see how that goes. Romance and love deck handy right here. I did look up some astrology, and then when I sat down here, I'm like, no, it's love readings. Okay. So Aries is first. And you know, I like to call in angels, spirits, and guides, ancestors, archangels, ascended. I'm doing good, Bill. Thanks. It's been a long year already. It's been so cold here, real cold this week. But today the skies are blue, so that always makes me feel excited. I love blue skies. Okay, so angels, spirits, and guides, ancestors, and archangels, ascended masters, and all that is coming from a place of love and light. Thank you so much for your guidance today. Please help me tap into the collective energy of Aries that watches my channel, that's subscribed, that will find this reading, and tell me what's going on in their love life. Tell me what's going on in their love life. Or would you guys like to do a you versus them? Like how they're feeling, how you're feeling. Bill, got any input on that? You want to do you versus them, or do you just want to know what's going on? Oops. Okay. Reverse. Do you mean both? You mean you want to know both? Like how they're doing? Okay. So let's get two kind of readings. We'll tap in on their energy, and then we'll tap in on Aries energy. Definitely. Okay. Feeling spirit saying something to me, but okay. All right. So here we go. An offer or proposal in the near future that comes as a surprise, a reason to celebrate. This is person number one, you pick. Person number two, love is beautiful journey. You are on the right path. So it sounds like you guys are something great. This person number two, this card is saying like, avoid settling for less than you deserve. So yeah, I agree. Don't settle for things that aren't working for you. You know what I mean? So it looks to me like there's a proposal or an offer in. I don't know if this is a new person for person number one, or if you're already in a relationship and you're just celebrating that love. I don't know. Can't tell yet. What in the hell is going on with my cards? They're like all jacked around, you guys. It's hard to know. I have grandkids. Hey, Dan. No, I don't mind, Bill. I'm here for you, man. Thank you so much for coming in. Love to see you, Dan. How's it going for you? How's your wife? How's the situation going? Okay, so yeah, it's talking about a wedding proposal and a celebration on person number one. It's a soul connection. It's an everlasting promise. Wow. Aries, good for you. Let's ask person number two, what are they feeling about this relationship that they're in right now? Okay, this person feels stabbed in the back. This person is ascending. This person also feels that you're soulmates and they have a lot of memories. But there's something here about being deceived and they feel some kind of way about it, right? So let's get the personality type. Stomach all rewired. Oh man. I'm sending love to you guys, Dan. That sounds like a big surgery. Any surgery is big, right? I just had those cataracts removed and I felt like this last time was crazy, man. It wasn't like the first time. Okay. This person number one wants to come toward person number two to settle some kind of debate, right? I feel like there's been a conflict between the two of you, and the way this person feels about it is that they want to work it out. They want to propose something. Person number two is feeling like, man, like I feel like I have to take caution against person number one. I feel like they are learning a lot and they're at a crossroads. They don't know what they want to do. So let's see what you guys want to say to each other. Let's do that. Okay. What does person number one want to say? Uh-oh. Why do I feel this way? I can't come to you now. This love is crazy. So you guys have a soul connection is what it's telling me on both sides. This person is saying it's dark without you, but they feel some kind of way. They can't even talk about it. And maybe even they did something wrong. The way I treated you was wrong. So maybe this person number two is the one that did something. Maybe they caused this separation. I feel like this person is going through a spiritual awakening, so I don't know, but you might have to like take a step back of your person number one and let this person have some breathing room. I don't know, but it looks kind of crazy. Let me see if I can get some let's see what the song is. Sometimes I feel like the song says everything to you guys. Or do you think I'm weird? I think the surgery is going to go fine too. But it's always a scary thing to be waiting for it. It's a scary thing to go in, and it's a scary thing to be the person in the waiting room. Man, I did that for so long with my son, and it was the scariest time of my life. Okay, Prince, Purple Rain. So person number one is feeling like I never meant to cause you any pain. I only want to see you laughing in the purple rain. I never wanted to be your weekend lover. I only wanted to be some kind of friend. Shame it had to come to an end. Yeah. And this person over here's song is Let It Go by James Bay. Let it go, just let it be. Why don't you be you and I'll be me? Everything that's broke, leave it to the breeze. Why don't you be you and I'll be me? From throwing clothes and slamming doors, why are you doing it anymore? Let's let it go. Oh, wow. Well, there's a big change of events. This person is kind of ready to like release. Everything's cool. Everything's cool with my eye. It's just like I was just saying, like, the surgery was difficult for me. I don't know what happened in there, but I don't know. It was weird. It didn't go like the first one, you know. The first one I got out of there, I could immediately see better. And the second one, I didn't see better. It was very blurry. I was scared. Had a lot of fear with that one. Right, exactly. Tell me what the angel message has for person number 1. True love. Yeah. This person over here realizes the importance of the relationship, and this person over here is really not understanding because they're going through an awakening, you know. They don't even realize that it's safer for them to love you, you know. They do feel the passion, but what they need to do right now, because I feel like this person is codependent on this love, you know what I mean? Because it's a hot, really soul kind of love. So of course there's going to be a big kind of attachment, not wanting to let go, you know. Let's get some tarot and just see what the advice is mutually. What's going on with these guys? What's the advice? Let's do separate advice. Person number 1, what's the advice for person number 1? If you're person number 1, the sun. Yeah. Start looking at what's right around you, what's in your vicinity right now, and be grateful for what it is. You know what I mean? Like, leave this person. I feel like this person needs some time alone. And I feel like this person over here needs to concentrate on their gratitude. You know what I mean? It's about your vibe raising up. And like sometimes we have to separate with these soul people, soul relationships, because we have to give each other room to ascend, learn about ourselves, you know, cry, let go of old things. You know, I feel like this relationship probably stimulated in both of you some deep healing that needed to be done. Like it was revealed over here that this person realized that they're codependent and that they need to love themselves first. They need to do that instead of like just following a passion, sexual passion. You know, they're going like, man, it's got to be more than that. And I can't depend on them for my happiness. I have to find that happiness in myself first. And that is where you're already there, right over here. And this person is trying to get there. So I would say that if you if you truly love this person and you want something back from the past, that you just keep raising your own vibration and allow this person the time and space that they need to do that too. And yeah, this person over here needs to understand their value. And that's what's changing, you know, because when a person is in a codependent kind of like mindset, like they feel like everything depends on someone else's opinion. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, but this person needs to learn their own value on their own. They learn how to make decisions. They learn how to transmute their energy. They're ascending. You know, so that's what's going on. So if you're person number 2, just keep loving yourself and changing your energy. And if you are person number 2, remember that this is the advice for that. Stay focused on what you have and just keep loving your moment. You know what I mean? Sometimes I think about that. Like I was just talking about my, you know, all the time I sat in the hospital with my son. And And maybe like you can't change it or anything, but maybe I sometimes wish that I would have, I don't know, instead of like being worried about what was going on at home, like just be in the present moment. Because I was always worrying about money, like deep down, like you're sitting there at the hospital, but you're wondering, like, how am I going to make my house payment, And that's true. So you're not even really in the moment. You're worried about something else, And I kind of feel like there's something in that reading for Aries that's saying, like, love your moment. Love whatever moment it is, 1546 for Taurus. I've been crying like a little girl lately and all emotional. I feel like I'm pregnant. Oh, I'm sorry, Bill. I'm sorry you're feeling like that, man. Let's see what's going on with Taurus. What's EMO mean? Does that just mean emotional? Or is that a sign for something I don't know about? Angels, spirits, and guides. Let's do Taurus. 2 people in relationship. Tell me about it. We're tapping into my collective. People that subscribe, people that watch me. Person number 1, tell me what's going on. Whoops. Toxicity. Toxic relationships can drain your energy and self-worth. Be aware. Okay. Arsenic poisoning? How'd you get poisoned by arsenic? That's fucking icky. Dress up. Okay, so person number 1 is in some sort of toxic relationship. And then the dress up card comes out. An opportunity to dress up and party. Fun times ahead. So, I don't know. Let's see. Person number 2, today celebrates the love you share with those who matter most. And avoid rushing into fill voids with love. Seek inner fulfillment first, for sure. So let's see what's going on. Tell me the story for person number 1. It looks like you're about ready to go somewhere, do something really fun. It reminds me of like, I don't know, like going to the Emmys or something like that, walking on the red carpet. Okay, person number 1. Oh, so you unconditionally love person number 2. You want to talk, but maybe you feel deep down inside you can't, and it's because you feel like you aren't enough. Dang. You have lack of confidence. Maybe that's why they're saying dress up and go somewhere. So person number 2, celebrate Cupid's arrow. Have faith, love is coming. This person wants to call. They're thinking of you. And I think that they're also doing some shadow work, loving themselves. But they are thinking about you. I think the love that they're celebrating or want to celebrate is you. Bottom of the deck talks about the Phoenix, which is about kind of like going all the way down, It is that. The Phoenix burns all the way to the ground and then rises from the ashes a new person. That's this person. Person number 2, So person number 2 is going through a big awakening. Person number 1 is definitely worried about person number 2. Like, what are they doing? Why aren't they here? Do they love me? Am I enough? Person number 1 doesn't feel enough. Oh. Let's see what you're saying. My karmic ex and family helped. It's been a big blow in my life. Neuropathy keeps me from being active and unable to work at the moment. It wasn't so much being stabbed in the back, it was seeing who was doing it that sucked. It's either cry, laugh, or get angry, and I'm tired of being mad. Yeah, I understand that, Bill. I do. Okay, so let's look at this deck of cards and see what they have to say. For person number one, something, gambling, taking a chance, hurting, agonizing pain, single, not in a relationship. So person number one is alone. I don't know if they're gambling. What does that mean? Clarify gambling. Family, security. Well, it could be about money. Or it could be with just like, I think I got this message for somebody the other day, but it's kind of like, if you can't be with the one you love, love you the one you're with. And I kind of feel like here you are feeling like you're not enough for this person. You're in agonizing pain. And there's a one-night stand here for person number one. Dang. Okay. So it looks like maybe when you dress up, maybe you'll get one night stand. I don't know. But you know what? It could be a soulmate, person number one. This one-night stand could work into something way bigger than that. So it feels like you're taking a chance with this new person over here, but I feel like they are family oriented and I feel like they have a lot to offer you, is what I feel like. Let's look at person number two. Person number two has some kind of unexpected storm, unexpected lightning bolt. Some kind of incoming knowledge. I feel like the tower, this reminds me of the tower, you know, like where the lightning comes in and just strikes the building and it just crumbles to the ground. Compromise, making changes. So person number two is working on themselves. Yeah, there's a lot. They're going through a lot. Storm. Turmoil's coming ahead. Person number two, I don't know. They're working on their home. They want stability. They're afraid about something. What are they afraid of? So you guys both have home cards. Third-party interference. They want some kind of change. They feel regretful. Maybe this person had a second, you know, like an affair or something, or person number one did, and person number two is like, on what the hell? I feel like person number two, you have an ex-old lover coming in. If you're person number two, I just feel like someone's coming in. It says competition here, so it might actually, it could be this thing, you know, person number two seeing now they have competition, or they're feeling like person number one's a player, right? And they're going like, what the hell is going on? Huh? That sounds crazy. It sounds like a story, doesn't it? Okay, let me see what the angels have to say about this relationship. It's safe for you to love person number one. You have someone new coming in. Person number two, the reason that person number two is so in their head about this is because they recognize this person number one as a past life experience. And those are really hard to let go of. But, you know, if you're person number two, just stay optimistic. There could be someone coming in. You know what I mean? It could be someone from the past too. I don't know. But there's someone who's regretful. There's someone who changed. There's someone who probably put you in a third party, and they've changed, and they want to say sorry. I don't know. Okay, well, let me see. Let's see what you guys' songs are. Let's see what the song is for person number one. How does person number one feel about person number two? This is the person who feels like they're not enough and they're really hurting. They're trying to embrace their single life. Say You Won't Let Go by James Arthur. I met you in the dark. You lit me up. You made me feel as though I was enough. We danced. We drank too much. I held your hair while you were throwing up. I knew I loved you then, but you didn't know. I played it cool when I was scared of letting go. I know I needed you, but I never showed it. I want to stay with you until we're gray and old. All right, so person number one definitely wants to stay connected with person number two. How does person number two feel about person number one? Well, this is a person that's doing all the work. You know, like they're really kind of looking at their own life and their own self, and like a real strong, like, I love myself program. Lady Antebellum, Need You Now. That's the song that they're feeling for person number one. Picture perfect memories scattered all around the floor. Reaching for the phone because I can't fight it anymore. And I wonder if I ever cross your mind. For me, it happens all the time. It's 1:15. I'm all alone and I need you now. You see, this person is trying really hard to love themselves. They're trying to like wrap their head around whatever happened here. And person number one is in agonizing pain. What is going on? Why don't you guys just talk? You know? Okay, see the advice for person number one. What's the advice for person number one in this situation? Two of Cups. Two of Cups. Their advice is Two of Cups. Make the offer. You got to decide to do what's best for you. And I feel like it could be saying the best thing for you is to make the offer. You feel the connection, do it. It says it's an everlasting soulmate connection. And we are talking about this relationship. I do feel like there is some kind of like, you know, like you might have a one night stand here at some point. But it's clear that person number one and person number two really love each other, right? So all this stuff that's happening could be about, you know, taking care of yourself, or it could be about, yeah, I just think it's about love, self-love, and needing to love yourself completely before you try to, you know, make another person fit. Okay, so person number two, your advice is the Standing Stone and the Three of Pentacles. So it's saying that there's an opportunity to make this thing fair and right. And I don't know who's making the offer. You know, if it's this person over here or if it's you. Who's making the offer? Or is spirit telling you this is the music of your soul? You can have a new beginning. A lot of Nine of Swords here at the bottom of the deck for person number two, which tells me that they're really in their head and they're actually kind of waiting for person number one. Okay. So that's what I have. I feel like there's a reconciliation coming in for you guys, you know? I do. I guess you get to decide what you want to do with it. Just make sure you're vibing high, so that you guys can talk and understand each other on a soul level. You know what I mean? I feel like sometimes our human being gets scared, and then here comes the anger and the resentment and all the shit that happened, you know, before. So I don't know. Well, let me see what Bill's saying to me now. Let's see, Bill. Things get me when you can't open up to a lot of people. That's enough sharing. I get it, asshole. You're selfish shitter. Let me see. I pulled my energy back and moved away from my family and hometown. God has my back and will balance things out. The thing gets me, you really can't open up to a lot of people. That's enough sharing. I get it, asshole. You're a selfish shitbird, right? I'm not playing victim or feeling sorry for myself anymore. It happened and can't change it at this point. I will heal from this and have my peace. I'm ready for a new love as long as it's true and real. I won't let go of myself again. She walked away from me and someone better, and I got tired of being stuck, waiting for something she couldn't give me. Anyone involved in attacking me could save their apologies. I don't need it. I'm moving on. I don't hate any of them. I just need to put energy into them. Right. Yeah. I think you're probably 100%. You know, I saw something the other day, and it really made me sort of like think a little bit differently. So maybe I'll share it with you. It's kind of like, and I have talked about it before, but it's the fact that every single one of us, every human being, everything that's alive on this planet is connected to source energy in some way or another. And I think that, you know, when you look at the bigger picture of life and the people who've hurt you the most, that's probably where, like if it happened long enough ago, I think it's probably where you'll find that you grew the most. You know what I mean? My biggest pain, of course, is losing my son. And it has completely changed my personality. Like, I don't even know who I am. I do not respond like I used to respond. I was really, like, agitated. I think you could probably go back and watch old videos, especially the live ones, even a year ago, or even 6 months ago, and how I would just get super, like, really upset when people would say mean things or whatever. I really had a tough time with that. What I was thinking about is all the people that actually have soul. You know, we are all souls. And the person that I am thinking about right now, like that's just in the news and is an asshole, that everybody agrees is an asshole, and that's, you know, the rapper P. Diddy. And like, so if what they're saying about him is true, like what the fuck is that? You know what I mean? And I know I'm going to change the sign for the time for Gemini, because it's not fair to waste all our time. But I was thinking about him as a soul, you know, and doing meditation about it. Like, what is it with these people that come and they live these really fucked up lives? You know, like, is that their soul plan? Yeah, it is. And like, so do we judge that? Is it our job to judge that? Well, we see the act of what he's doing as like awful, and you know, but we don't know the rest of it. We don't know the soul plan of his. We don't. And I think that if we could sort of look at that, at the people who have hurt us on a personal level, you know, like, I don't know, your ex-husband, wife, whatever, and they hurt you, and it caused what? You know what I mean? It caused changes. It caused growth. It caused a deep depression. But that is where you get your awakening. And at the end of the day, how can you not be grateful? And that's really how I feel about it. And I was thinking that about even the politics. I don't know or care where anyone stands in the political arena, but I think whatever is supposed to happen is happening, and it's beyond our control. So I think we just gotta like sit back and watch it unfold and just stay tapped into the higher realm. You know what I mean? And let it happen. And I think that, you know, when we start looking at other people as souls instead of like this asshole that hurt me, you know, because sometimes the things people do are really awful to us, you know. But at some point, when you've gone through, you know, enough spiritual, I don't know, awareness, like you get like the little blips of information, or you see the difference in your opinion, you know, just the way you're rolling with life. Like maybe you're less judgmental, and you're like, shit, I don't know, you know, I'm not gonna judge that. That's their deal, you know. I'm just gonna stay right here and focus on myself, right? And at some point, you do end up seeing like what it gave you and how it changed you as a person. And you can't help but be grateful. And then you look at your own soul and you're like, wow, that was fucking an amazing journey to get me here. Now where are we going? And I think that when you get to that point where you realize all of it was a plan, and you almost are in reverence to your own soul's plan. And then when you see something like B. Diddy, yeah, it's going to shock you at first, but after you really like meditate and think about the soul journey, all you can do is release that story. Like, you know what I mean? You just release it and understand that it's his soul journey. Is he doing the wrong thing? I would bet I could ask the pendulum and it would say no. He's right on target. And I just feel like, yeah, I feel like this spiritual awakening since Paul has died has made me see all of that, all of it. And so, in a way, I am this close to actually feeling grateful for that experience of losing him, because I don't think I would have ever woke up spiritually without it. I think it was the plan, and I just, all of it, you know. There's been 2 instances in my life that have been giant tower moments and 1,000 tiny ones. And both of those big things changed me so much that I can't help but be grateful, you know? It's crazy, but pain and sorrow heals us, man. All right, so yeah. Yeah, stronger, wiser, calmer, more loving to other people, you know? Like that's, at least that's what it's, yeah. Yeah, the diddler. The devil has possession of these people. Yeah, maybe. I just really, honestly, I think we have possession of ourselves. And we have this plan that we came here to do. And, you know, I mean, is it possible that, you know, he volunteered to be the one to expose that and save the babies, the children that are being affected? I don't know. I really fucking don't know. But I just know that, you know, it's really hard to not judge him for me. But I think that if we were to like work on that, I think we could have a whole nother perspective of it. You know what I mean? We don't have to be angry anymore. We could just step back and watch it unfold, you know? Hello. Okay, so now we're going to start with Gemini. Why can I not say that on here? Why do I always say it with an E at the end? Gemini. It's Gemini. I remember I used to watch this one guy who called it Geminini. Maybe that's why. Okay, angels, spirits, and guides. Tell me what's happening to my Geminis. Person number 1 and person number 2. Connection. Love is the bridge connecting souls. Cherish those connections. Not all connections are meant to be, except closure. So you're closing something out. I feel like you're doing that. You're like realizing this gave you something. It changed your perspective in some way. I feel like maybe what you're understanding is maybe it gave you more confidence, this connection. Closing it, maybe you're the one that ended up closing it, so it makes you feel more confident in yourself. Person number 2, settling for less than they deserve in love. They're falling really fast, or they're saying that about person number 2. Person number 1, they're saying like, this was the most explosive, spark flying come true I've ever had. But at the same time, settling in some way. Why? Why are they settling? Let's clarify that. Because it's telling me, like, on one hand, they're saying, like, they fell in love with you very fast. There were so many sparks. You felt like a dream come true. So why is the void settling for less than you deserve? Tell me about that. Why is that card here? Vanity and pride. So they're pretty much in their ego here. They're avoiding love. They don't want to settle for less than they deserve. Maybe that's what they're saying. They're avoiding this relationship because, I don't know, maybe it's too good to be true. You're on their mind a lot. They're wondering if this is a karmic relationship. They're thinking about it. And they're starting to love themselves. I feel like this person is confused about what to do. Because they're kind of like going back and forth with their memories. Like, yeah, they're wish fulfillment. Wait a minute. Am I settling for less than I wanted? Or less than I deserved? This person is really confused, is what I feel like. Okay. Tell me what person number 1 is feeling about this situation. They're making a decision. They want to grow with you. Or they want to grow in themselves. They're closing the door. So they're closing the door. Why? They want a new, solid foundation. Releasing something, going to their higher self activation. So person number 1 is going through an awakening for sure. Higher self guiding them to, I think, to close the door on this relationship. Because you have like help to do it if this is you. It's time to have a different foundation. You know that. Maybe it's because this person is like wishy-washy. You know, they're confused. They don't even know. I feel like they're sending out mixed signals over here. Like, nah, they're not enough. Nah, maybe they are. You know what I mean? Now, this is what I really wanted. Yeah, I don't know. And I think your higher self is saying, like, no. You know, like, it's time to move on. It's time to close the door to that ridiculous fucking thing, right? So where do you live, Bill? Tell me about yourself, since you're the only one talking on here besides Stan. Okay, break up forever. Yeah. This person is done. Person number one is done with person number two. And person number two, confused and thinking about it, trying to love themselves. They're real wishy-washy. They could be like a really selfish person, like narcissistic kind of shit. I feel like. Tell me more about person number two. Soulmate. Person number two feels like they need a soulmate. They want a soulmate. The sex is great. Their heart is shattered. And they want to apologize now. They're looking at you on social media, wondering what direction you're going if you're involved with someone else. They're scared. Yeah. I think this person is just like, I don't know, they're just living in fear. You know, that ego card up there. I feel like that is definitely a living in fear kind of card. Let's look and see what the angels have to say about this relationship. Are you living in New York? Free yourself, number one. Again, that's a constant, huh? Number two wants to come and recapture this thing. You know? You see, like, okay, so this person over here has some kind of deep wounds they have to heal, like inside themselves, maybe about their childhood, or could be about like religious ideology or something. I get you. Me too. Me too. Okay. This Year's Love by David Gray. And Give Me One Reason to Stay in person number one's songs. So This Year's Love is by David Gray. This year's love better last. It's time. I've been waiting on my own too long. When you hold me like you do, it feels so right. I start to forget how my heart gets torn, feeling like I can't go on. Turn in circles time again, cuts like a knife. If you love me, you gotta know for sure. Yeah, that's a perfect song, right? Because this person over here does not know. Like, it's because they don't love themselves is why. They're living in fear, you know? Something probably happened. And their song is Unstoppable by Sia. I break down only alone. I will cry out loud. You'll never see what's hiding deep down. I know letting feelings show is how to make friendships grow, but I'm too afraid now. So see, this person is like cries in secret, you know? They don't share their feelings. They don't want anybody to know. They're ashamed of themselves for some reason. It's sad. It's probably got a lot to do with their childhood. So let's but now look at person number one over here. They're talking about freeing themselves, closing the door, all of that stuff, right? But give me one reason to stay here and I'll turn right back around. You know? What they want is, they do want this person, is what I feel. But at the same time, they're saying, you know, I gotta know that you love me, you know? I gotta know. And this person is saying, like, I don't tell anybody how I feel. I just don't. I'm too afraid. All right. So what do you do in New York? You're not working because you have neuropathy. Feel your limbs, like your feet and stuff. They just do what they want. 8 of Wands, 2 of Pentacles. This person is struggling inside, you know, struggling inside. What way do I go? Yeah, 2 8s. They're in their head, and then they're deciding to walk away. This is the 5 of Cups, where she's actually pouring out the love. Like, yep, I'm done. I'm done waiting. I'm done. I'm done. I have to be done. You know, I need someone who wants me. I want to know they want me. Person number 2, advice, 6 of Swords and the King of Wands. This could be about changing your direction. It could be changing your thoughts. It could be also like understanding your value. And I kind of do feel like that is needed over here for this person, because the self-care card, right? And they're kind of living in fear. So King of Wands is not afraid. Like, you know, he has this wand, he knows how to use it. You know, so there's nothing really to be afraid of. So this person could be being led by spirit to, you know, eventually find their power, their value, their self-love, right? Okay. But I do kind of feel like it's saying, like, this person feels a lot for you, but they don't want to say it, and they don't want to express it, and they don't, you know, and you are over it. I don't think you're, you know, it's not like you don't love them anymore, because I mean, I think that you do, but at the same time, I think, to be honest, it looks like you love yourself more, you know, and I think that is beautiful. We have to love ourselves the most. Carpenter and woodworker by trade. I've found my calling now. My life is about helping others that have or are in the same situation. Yeah, for sure. Okay, Cancer. Let's look and see what time it is. 52. All right. Angel spirits and guides, let's tap into Cancer energy. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North. Let's see what is going on in their love life. We're doing 2 piles. Person number 1, person number 2. Dressing up. That was the second time. Fun times ahead. And an apology. Never underestimate the power of a heartfelt apology. Person number 2, toxicity. Toxic relations can drain your energy and self-worth. Be aware. Window. Let's see. Look to your dreams. They hold all the answers you seek. And window. A new adventure in love is coming. Get ready. Relax is at the bottom. Find joy in the simple pleasures of just being together. I love that. I love that. I love that. Okay, let's see. It looks to me like there's an opportunity to dress up and go to a party. It's going to be pretty fun, so go. And never underestimate the power of a heartfelt apology. So maybe someone's going to apologize to you at this party. I don't know. Person number 1, what's going on? But we're going to see. Dress up. You know, I mean, I used to be that person, and I would spend like an hour getting ready in the morning, you know, putting on my makeup, fixing my hair, finding the perfect outfit. And now I just think, dang, I'm out of sweats. I guess it's time to do some laundry. Okay. So Cancer, I feel like person number 1 is healing from something. Could be from heartbreak, from a toxic relationship, from an addiction. Um, the palm tree. I feel like you're growing. There's a sudden epiphany, a transformation with this apology. It's real. It's a soulmate. And it helps you grow and ascend. Oh, that's beautiful. That's really beautiful. Okay, let's look at person number 2. So toxicity, window, and dreams. So there's a new adventure coming. This person looks tapped in, but maybe they're feeling some type of way about toxic relationships, you know? So I feel like they are focusing on themselves and loving themselves, maybe like clearing up some childhood wounds, you know? Feeling a lot of happiness. But they feel like this relationship is a one-sided relationship. Person number 1. You know, person number 2 feels that person number 1 is a toxic relationship. So that came out twice over here. Because what I feel like what they really want, that's not really their dream, you know? Person number 2, they want the paradise dream. They want happiness and enjoying the other person. They want to grow with that person, right? And they're realizing, like, I don't know, this toxic behavior doesn't really fit in. Okay, so let's go with person number 1, get some more messages. Yeah, this person over here really loves person number 2. They feel like it was fated, and then something happened. Trust was broken. That's what it's saying. All right, so maybe that's what the apology is about the broken trust. This person over here is tapping into their divine feminine energy. And I feel like maybe they could be a musician or they listen to a lot of music. I feel like this person is aware of people around them that aren't good. They're hyper aware of toxic stuff, and they want to be free from it. They're surrendering. They're surrendering from this kind of relationship, enemy relationship, you know? Like they're like, I'm over it. That's not really what I wanted. That's not my dream come true. Okay, let's see what else. Let's look and see what the romance angels have to say. Past life relationship. Yeah. They want to express their love. They do want to apologize. Person number 1 is the one that wants to apologize. Person number 2 is staying optimistic about their love life. But they're working on themselves, trying to attract like something that's more what their energy is now. Like, here's what I feel like. So I kind of feel like, you know, like once we get a certain place on our soul journey, what we realize is that as we, you know, kind of lean into that soul energy, you know, which is pure love and light and kindness, and, you know, that's what the soul energy is. And I think that when you lean into that and you realize, you know, that this toxic stuff doesn't fit anymore, you know? And as you tap in, your vibe changes. And so it really would be normal for this relationship to break up if this person is actually finding their soul, you know what I mean? And realizing what they want, what they deserve, what they want freedom, you know? And this person over here could have been like in a cycle of fucked up relationships. You know what I'm saying? All right. Let's look and see what the advice is for person number one. Person number one, Four of Pentacles. This is about being a little bit busy. It's about feeling like you're not enough, like a child, like I'm never going to be able to make this work. But doing it very quickly. So they got a lot of doubts about themselves, kind of holding back a little bit because they feel like they're not enough, and maybe that they don't even know how to cooperate with people. Person number two, right? Then they get this great idea, Knight of Swords, right? And they come rushing toward person number two with love, offering love, without thought. Because what they feel like is this is a Ten of Pentacles, Two of Cups, and they're manifesting it. So person number one is coming in and they're not joking around about it either. They want their Empress, or they're coming in with the Empress energy. So when they come in to apologize, they're not kidding around. And then they're completely aware of this relationship and what it means. And look what it means to them, Two of Cups, past life relationship. Person isn't like fooling around with this relationship, you know, they really feel like it is special. And person number two is feeling like, I don't want to deal with toxic people anymore. I don't want to, I want to be free. I don't like the toxicity. I don't want it. Makes me sad. So this person is kind of like realizing, I don't know, Six of Wands. And another Two of Cups. You know, I do have two decks. I don't know how that got in here, but like, wow. This person also, like, even though they're nightmaring about it, they're up all night about how can I make success out of this Two of Cups. You got that same dang card. Will they come in? Will there be balance? Will they choose me? Wish fulfillment, strength. Yeah. So that kind of turned around, and I didn't see that coming really. But I kind of feel like you guys are probably going to have another go round. You're both feeling Two of Cups. When that second Two of Cups came out, I was like, what? Yeah, that's weird. I don't know. Okay, so that's what I got for you. I just feel like it's probably going to work out, but this person needs to probably clear out the doubts, let go of that, you know, and then come forward. And I think they're going to do it. And I think this person has this plan, has a plan for it. You know what I mean? And they know this person over here. Maybe they want to recreate the fated meeting that happened the first time. You know, when the lightning struck, when you felt that tingle in your hand, when you first touched each other, you know. Okay. Let's see who's next. Leo. 1042. Okay, Leo. Let's see what's going. I think that's good you choose you. Bill, we all need to choose ourselves. It's important. Leo. Let's look at person number one. Romance and baggage. Okay. And proposal and wedding. Romance and baggage. Look what's at the bottom. I'm going to just put it in the center here, Leo. Sparks. You got a lot of chemistry going on between these two people in this story, right? You got romance, but there's baggage. And this person over here is wanting a proposal and a wedding. Wow. Let's see. What do we want? This one? Tell me what's going on in this. Yeah, I hear ya. Well, I'm glad you moved, Bill. Sometimes we just gotta do what's best for ourselves. How's the weather over there? I heard it's supposed to be real cold this month. Glasses. This person over here could be stalking, watching. They might even be a gaslighter. I don't know. They have a lot of baggage, but they are changing. And then that card comes out. Why is that card here? That's the seduction card. Soulmate. Partnership agreement, soul contract. So I feel like there's a relationship that has changed you, person number one. It's soulmate connection. Could have been a little saucy. Person number two, Phoenix card, right? This is about a rebirth. Yeah, I think this person over here has been loving on themselves, taking good care of themselves, and they're not really telling me what they want to do next in these cards, but up here they're saying proposal and wedding. I think they're getting ready to come and make an offer toward you. You know, that's what it looks like to me. Let's get some more. Leo. Leo's got marriage on their mind in this relationship, or person number one does, because you feel safe with them, you feel comfortable with them. It's probably because you're soulmates and you can feel it, right? This person over here, yeah, inner peace, love. They're thinking of person number one. They've had a spiritual awakening. Wow. This is beautiful. What is happening over here? Let's look at the song. Should we look at the song for you guys? Hey, thanks for coming in, you guys. Thanks for hitting the like button. $15. And you have about an inch. I think we have about, I'm just going to guess right now, but I'm going to say about 10 inches of snow. All out of love, air supply. This would be first person. I'm laying alone with my head on the phone thinking of you till it hurts. I wish I could carry your smile in my heart at times when my life seems so low. I'm all out of love. I'm so lost without you. I know you were right. It can't be too late to say that I was so wrong. Okay, person number one wants to apologize. What's person number two doing? Always on my mind, Willie Nelson. Maybe I didn't love you quite as often as I could have. Maybe I didn't treat you as good as I should have. If I made you feel second best, I'm sorry I was blind, but you were always on my mind. I love that. That's a cool song, huh? I love listening to you ramble, Bill. I wish we could actually talk. That'd be fun, but I guess speaking through the ear is good, right? So, let's see. We didn't get a romance angel. Let's see what kind of relationship this is. It looks like a triggering one, and it looks like a healing one. And there's marriage on both sides here. So I feel like both of you, maybe this is someone that you were married to, or maybe it's someone that you want to get married to or something, right? Really a soulmate. Stay optimistic about your love life. Calling in your soulmate. Yeah. So I kind of feel like person number one is I don't know, freeing themselves from this baggage, letting go. You know what I mean? Like any kind of like, I don't know, ideologies. Sometimes it's religious, right? All right. Five of Swords. Five of Pentacles and the King of Wands for person number one. Okay. Person number one, your baggage is that you don't feel your power. You don't feel your value. And I think it's from when you were a kid. Like I'm seeing somebody who was treated kind of shitty as a kid, like they were unimportant. Maybe they were ignored. Maybe they were left alone. But definitely not understanding. That's your baggage, person number one. And it's keeping you from your own energy, which is King of Wands, right? These feelings that are deep down inside of you. I feel like you need to figure out how to let them go. Person number two thinks about you all the time, how they can change this, how they can make it fair, and how they can come in and make a new beginning with you. So you could be dealing with a Libra. That's the only major arcana showing well in Sag. So that's your advice. Your advice is to keep working on yourself, keep going through the transformation. This will happen very organically, I think, because I think that both of you needed to clear some things up. Are you meant to be together? I don't know. Maybe. I mean, you found each other. You both feel a lot of love for each other, right? But this person needs to let go of a lot of shit. And this person over here is just really changing. But it doesn't stop the fact that they're thinking about you. So, Always on My Mind by Willie Nelson. You know, they never stop thinking about you. They're always wondering what you're doing, if you're okay. You know, I don't think they're like crazy with it, but I think that you're always on their mind, you know. And maybe they're just saying to themselves, like, man, I could have done a better job. I'd like to have a second go round, you know. That's what it looks like. Yeah, I think love, I don't know about it. I think I think love is like who we really are, and I don't know why we want it so bad when we come into this life, you know what I mean? Like as far as like a romantic kind of love, I'm not sure why we're all so dang obsessed with it. Virgo. Let's see what's going on with Virgo in their person. Angels, spirits, and guides. Thank you so much. Nurture and adventure. Nurture your relationships like blooming flowers and they'll flourish. Adventure. Seek adventure together. It adds excitement to your journey. And over here for person number two, a new adventure in love is going to get ready. Guard your heart. Not everyone deserves your trust. So there looks like a window of opportunity. There's windows in both of your first cards, right? This says, guard your heart. Not everyone deserves your trust. That's true enough, isn't it? Oh, let's see. I want to look at these ones. Tell me what's going on for Virgo. Person number one. What's the story? Cupid's arrow. Have faith. Love is coming. So person number one, you actually might have many options in your life. I feel like you're making good choices, like self-love choices, you know. I think the adventure that you're seeking is for yourself. There is some kind of message here about wedding rings and soul connection. So I feel like I don't know. Let's see. This person over here is going through an ascension process, transformation. They're going from I'm not enough, that's ending completely, right? And it's saying like there's progress being made in that area. The ascension is happening, the trust is happening. And I don't know, but I feel like either this person wants to call you, or you want to call them, or you're gonna call them, or they're gonna call you. I'm not sure. The love call is here. So it's just about somebody calling you and saying like, I'm thinking of you. Okay. Let's see here. Okay, I kind of feel like this person over here is going through a lot of changes, working with their spirit guides, trying to like alchemize some feelings. You know, they could even be going through like, I don't know, letting go of an addiction. You know what I mean? It looks like it, but it's so much spirit guided. You know, this healthy choices, this negative energy that they're trying to like leave off, right? So there's a lot going on for person number one as far as ascension and transformation goes. And this person over here, same thing. You guys are mirroring each other. You're in separation, both of you thinking, can this happen again? Can we make it work? Right? So, yeah. So I'm wondering if this is like a marriage relationship. Like you were married or, you know, in some sort of thing. You're separated now. This person feels really shitty about that. Let's see what the songs are. Yeah, for sure. Okay, gravity. Oh, this sounds like a twin flame with gravity. I was wondering about that. Okay, so Gravity by Coldplay. I looked up at the sky and saw the sun and how gravity pushes. Okay, so that song, I just feel like if you're resonating with this, just put it in your search bar on YouTube and watch this video, the original video. It's called Gravity and it's by Coldplay. And I just feel like it's a push and a pull between two people, or between a person's soul and human being. You could look at it either way, but I see it happening for this person over here, this number of first person. And this song for this person is Nothing Compares to You and Perfect by Ed Sheeran. So this person number two feels that person number one is perfect for them. I found a love for me. Dive right in and follow my lead. I never knew you were the someone waiting for me. I will not give up. Trust me. And then Sinead O'Connor, Nothing Compares to You. Like, you know, so this person over here, this is the one that is going through all of the huge transformation, the coffin card, the dragonfly, right? And the Pluto is even here. This person is changing so much, And it's because of something that happened with you, and you're changing as well. And just because the Gravity by Coldplay came out, I feel like this is a special relationship of some kind. You know, soul connection. Joni, love you. Okay, and so the angels are saying for person number one, divine timing is at work in your love life. And it says it's worth waiting for. So just keep on working it. Keep working with your guides and your ancestors. That's who came out for person number one, is you're having a lot of help. You know, like just getting through all of this stuff. Now, new love card came out. So this could be meaning that, you know, you have a new love coming in for you. You know what I mean? That's built on a solid foundation. Or it could mean that this person is changing and they love you and they're going to be a brand new person when they come back in. You know what I mean? Like, it's the song that makes me think that there's something real special going on. If you watch that video, you'll see what I mean. Because it's like, the song is sort of explaining like the crazy attraction we have, right? And we get together and we dance and we love each other and everything is groovy. And then gravity pulls you away, one or the other one, you know? So, I don't know. So you should watch that video if you are so inclined, or like digging on that message, like, yep, that's mine. Let's see, 122.04. How is life treating you, Joni? And you're right in time for your sign. But we're doing love messages. Can you believe I have this bracelet thing on from the hot springs like a friggin' week and a half ago? I saw it when I was in the tub today, and I was like, you really need to get some scissors. And I didn't. You should, Bill. I think you should start a platform. I think everybody should speak, especially now. We're just in this crazy energy right now with the planets and stuff. Just hang on. I just keep like going like, just, I don't even want to go anywhere. I just want to like stay here and watch this shit just unfold. Because we're in like this new energy with like, none of us have experienced Pluto in Aquarius, for one thing. All right. I see apology here too. All right. So person number one, sparks. Keep the sparks flying. Surprise each other with gestures of love. Celebrate the love that you share with those who matter the most. And hide away. Make time to be with your person. Create your own special hideaway. I love that. So this looks like a great relationship right here for person number one. And person number two has surprise. Romantic surprises are on the horizon. Be open for them. And passion. Keep the flame of passion alive. It's the heartbeat of love. And never underestimate the power of a heartfelt apology. I feel like there's a surprise coming here. You know, like it looks to me like person number one is setting up something for person number two. Like maybe they're taking them away on to some kind of really great adventure. This looks like a beautiful waiting. Like I'm dealing with some Libras who have great relationships. So let's see what the hideaway is about. It says it's uncertain, but it's a dream come true. Tell me about this. What's the message for these guys? Person number two, surprise and apology. I think somebody needs to apologize for something, you know. They did something. I don't know what it was, but it caused somebody's heart to be broken, right? So I don't know if person number one hurt person number two or whatever, but I feel like there's a big plan in motion in order to like patch this thing up is what I feel like. That's really what I'm seeing, which is sort of cool. Wish fulfillment. Yeah, this person is trying to, I think, apologize and tell person number two, like, I love you and you are lovable and I'm sorry for whatever I said. Person number two is feeling a little brokenhearted. I'm feeling like that was a red flag, buddy. The far card is here. They're feeling like caution, right? And this card is saying like very soon, clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. So I don't know. I feel like there could be like a separation reading, you know, like maybe you guys have been separated and this person is saying like, will you go away with me for the weekend? You know, I just want to be with you. I want to hang out with you. And I think that what they're wanting to do is fix this thing, right? I do, because I just sort of feel like, you know, this person over here is hurt. And this person over here is going like, how can I fix this? You know what I mean? Like, how can I show person number two how much I love them? Because what I did made them feel like I didn't. And I really fucking love them. Right? So let's get some advice. Harvest card, 8 of Swords. This person wants to make everything better with you. You know, they do. They want to come in and tell you the truth. They want to come in and say, I want to build a life with you. You are my harvest. Like, you make me a better person just being around you. I love who I am when I'm with you. You know? And I think sometimes that can be sort of like a heavy thing, right? For the person hearing the message, like, you make me better. And the other person might receive that as codependency or something. So there could be something like that. Person number two is just not even sure if they want to put any more effort into this or not. You know, I mean, I feel like person number two is ready for a new chapter. Maybe they're ready to put an end to this thing. There is an apology coming in and a big surprise. Maybe what they're asking is like an end to what happened exactly. Sunshine's coming here for them. I feel like if you're person number two, I feel like it's important for you to like tap into your inner self, your higher self, your soul piece, and ask that soul piece to guide, you know, show me the way, you know, show me what's best for me. Like what is best, the best action right now? Where do you want to go, soul? I love you, man. I want you to show me. That's right, Johnny. Okay. Person number one's song is All Out of Love by Air Supply. We got that with another reading, but I forgot which one. But it's about, I'm all out of love, I'm so lost without you, I know you were right. And I can't be too late to say that I was wrong. So that's what this person is all about. They have a surprise for you, and or you know, whatever. The other song that came out is Thank You by Chris. If the sun refused to shine, I would still be loving you. If mountain crumbled to the sea, there would still be you and me. Person number 1 doesn't want to give up. What's person number 2's song for person number 1? I mean, you got the 3 of Swords here. You got the World card. It looks like you are really over it. Person number 2, Etta James. But they aren't. Something told me it was over. Something deep down in my soul said, cry, girl. I'd rather go blind than watch you walk away. Yeah. And 1,000 years. I've died every day waiting for you. Darling, don't be afraid. I have loved you for 1,000 years. And I'll love you for 1,000 more. This person's putting on a big, like, you know, like a big, like, I don't, resistance, but deep down, they don't want person number 1 to leave at all. They want to go on this trip. Person number 1, keep planning the trip. Don't be scared. Go for it. If you're person number 1, give the surprise. Go toward person number 2. Make that little hideaway for yourselves. I'm 3120. How's the weather? I know it is on fire. It is on fire. Yeah, and it is the elite, which is crazy that they're whole. You know, I mean, I don't even like bringing this up, but I did see a TikTok about, you know, that girl that's coming out with, like, she was really abused by the diddler. And I can't remember her name, but she's cute. Anyway, she was saying that a long time ago. She said, you watch, there's going to be some crazy fire and all the evidence is going to be destroyed. And I just kept wondering, like, oh my God, did she just predict that? She did. She predicted it. I can't remember her name. It's not Jaguar Wright. It's the little girl who was really vocal, and I don't know. Okay, Scorpio is next. Let's look and see about Scorpio and their person. The eggs, Scorpio. First, healing from the past. Heartbreak takes time. Be patient with yourself and sacrifice. Love may come with sacrifices. Evaluate what you're willing to give up. Okay. So that's person number 1's cards, the X. They're healing from the past and thinking about, I don't know, what you're willing to give up. Person number 2 is thinking about boundaries and how love challenges their boundaries. And window. They're ready for a new adventure in love. They're ready. They're saying, like, you know what? I'm ready to go down and do something new, try something new. And they're trying to protect their boundaries here. So person number 1 is healing from a past relationship. I'm trying to figure out what cards I want to use. This looks like a story. You know what island? I didn't see I think what caused the fire was brush fires, which is weird, in January. You know what I mean? I don't know. That little girl said they were going to burn that place up. And maybe they did. I hate to think of conspiracy theories, but I can't help it. I'm a Gemini. I just can't help it. My head just goes there. I got to put all the pieces together. All right, let's see here. All right, so the X and sacrifice clarified by the Phoenix. So person number one, like totally gone through a completely different, like a transformation. You're a different person. I feel like you're a lot happier, and I feel like person number one is getting back out there, dating again. Person number one is just trying to heal from the past, though, and figure out like what am I willing to give up in order to have a relationship? You know what I mean? Anything? Am I willing to give up anything or nothing at all? That's what person number one is doing. You know, maybe saying to yourself, like, what makes me really happy? What is it? It almost feels like person number one is looking at a specific person, you know? I don't know. So, person number two, thinking about their boundaries, right? Understanding something a little more clearly. Because this sword and rose is about clarity and truth. They're healing from the heartbreak, and they're feeling free from toxicity. Maybe they've given up some sort of an addiction. And they also feel very stabbed in the back, and I think they feel it about person number one. And then that's why they're ready to go out a new window. They're like, I'm ready for something new because this is not working for me. So let's see. Let's look at this one. Yeah, I know. All right. Okay, so communication is here with the Mercury card of a new beginning, right? So you might be getting a message that you know, but there's something here feeling like, I don't know, I'm not enough, or they made me feel like I'm not enough. I'm not enough. Past lack, suffering, doubts, you know? So I kind of feel like this is something that you're reworking here. You know what I mean? These messages could be from your higher self, about the way you feel about yourself. You know what I mean? Because maybe it's not necessary for you to feel that like you're less than, because the truth is you're not, because we're all exactly made of the same divine energy. So we're all divine and we're all equal. And and you're not less. So I don't know. Person number two, I feel like person number two is trying to balance their own self out. I think that they honestly are just trying to heal themselves, love themselves, plant new seeds, try something different, focus on gratitude, focus on what's lovely in their life, and what's happening is they're gaining balance within themselves, you know, to move in a new direction, or just see the point, you know, like why this person was in my life. And I feel like it's important to do that so that you can let it go, you know. Person number one, I think you have some friends around you that are actually helping you. This could be angels and spirits and guides, you know, helping you identify, you know, what you even really want, what's important in life. You could be meeting someone, like I was saying, you know, like someone new could be coming in, but you have doubts, but I don't know. Why? I must be holding my cards under backwards. Person number two. Person number two is going inside. They are. They're not reaching for this anymore. They're going inward. They're going inside. They're into their higher self for direction, for understanding the importance of gratitude and abundance and how it brings that to you. Also, like, I just want to say that, like, while you're in that energy, while you're just being grateful and seeing all the beauty around you, which sometimes can just be you know, like really what the sky is doing is beautiful. And even that can shift your vibration, you know. So I feel like this person is really working on that. And I kind of feel like, you know, it changes what you attract, what you want, what you desire. You know what I mean? The more, I don't know, grateful, the more abundance you see in your life, the more that comes at you. So you might, this person might be meeting someone brand new, you know. The song for person number 1 is Let It Go by Passenger. You only need the light when it's burning low. You only miss the sun when it starts to snow. You only know you love her when you let her go. And you let her go. So that's how this person is feeling. I feel like they're feeling some type of way, you know, about this person, number 2, right? Like they're realizing, like, shit, what just happened here? I think this person's realizing what they had in person number 2. And person number 2 is jamming to a Jelly Roll song called Remember. What do you want to be remembered by? Give me one more song for person number 2. Some more clarity on person number 2. You know we're on each other's team by Lord. This could be talking about the spiritual connection between the two of you and them saying, like, we are on each other's team. We are soul friends. We are connected, but we're here to heal each other, right? And the Jelly Roll song is really about, they're not going to remember, people in general aren't going to remember like what kind of clothes you wore or what kind of car you drove. They're going to remember how you made them feel. And remember, this person is sad. You know, they feel stabbed in the back. They feel like they have to heal from it, you know. So, I don't know, let's get some advice. What advice for person number 1? 2 of Cups. There's your advice. This is a soul friendship that you feel like you're not enough for. So it looks like you're just really letting her go, right? The Hermit card could be dealing with a Virgo. But yeah, you're definitely over it. I feel like what you want is to be single. Person number 2, what's the advice? Offer the love. Surrender it. Surrender the worry that you can't work things out. And don't be ignoring 10 of Cups. Is this relationship, I just want to know, is this relationship a 10 of Cups relationship? Hang on, let me get this one. So, hello, Spirit, are you there? Is this relationship between these two got a 10 of Cups outcome? It does. Is this person number 2 ignoring that? Yeah. So it looks like you're ignoring this because it's just too difficult to get along with them. It looks like 5 of Wands, you know. And this person over here is just like, it really looks like, I don't even know if they really want to let go, but they feel like they don't have a choice. And it's definitely got something to do with feeling like they're less than, you know, because the 5 of Pentacles is there. So I don't really know, but that's sad. I hope that made sense. You guys. How is it going over there? Gotta go shower, Tina. I'm dead on my feet. Was really hot and on the road today. Driving so far always exhausts me. Hope you have a great day. Send my love to the boys and Shannon and Mary. Oh, thanks, Shoni. There's over 1,000 women that are unaccounted for after the Hawaii fires, not an accident. Are you talking about the one on Maui, or is there a new one that I don't know about? Was there a new fire on the island, or are you talking about the one that happened in Maui? That was so weird about a year ago or so. I don't even know why I said a year. I have no idea. Time is so crazy. Oh, the one in Maui. Yeah, that was weird, wasn't it? I sort of thought there was something crazy going on with that one. But I don't know if the one in California is so much that, because I mean, I haven't heard anything about anything being spared. What I was saying is that I saw one of P. Diddy's victims who's always really loud talking about, right after he got arrested, she goes, "You watch, that whole place is going to burn up." So there's no evidence. And that's the first thing I thought of when I heard about that fire. Let's see. Okay, we're on Sagittarius now. Can you guys excuse me for just 1 minute? I had way too much coffee this morning. I just gotta do it. I better bring that in. Okay. I know, the kids. And it's got something with elite people too, right? That's so weird to me. And gross. And it really does make you wonder about their soul plan. I don't think I would want to be in on a soul plan like that. But I guess it does really teach us all something, doesn't it? Okay, let's see. Spirit guides. All right, so Sagittarius, person number 1, trust in divine timing. Love arrives when it's meant to. And hideaway. Make time to be with your person. Create your own special hideaway. Okay, so what clarified these is Neptune, which is about illusions and confusion. And then assistance from spirit guides while you make a decision. So it's kind of like there's a decision that you have to make in this relationship, and it's confusing. And spirit is saying, like, we're right here. We're not going to leave you. We'll help you, right? And then person number 2, baggage. Emotional baggage that can weigh down relationships. Unpack it. So this person over here is needing to surrender some fears, is what I feel like. Letting go in order for, I don't know, integration to happen. Body, mind, soul integration. 444, make a wish. What are you grateful for, Bill? Masons. That's gross that she poisoned you, Bill. I'm so sorry that happened to you. Okay, let's see what's going on with this deck. Tell me what's going on with this divine timing and this hideaway. Wedding rings, union, marriage, clarity, truth, revelation. See, you're going from confused to clarity here. And it's all in divine timing. Maybe it's about this person. You know, maybe it's about awakening to the fact that you have a soul connection with this person. This person here is trying to surrender some shit, you know, like maybe an old past karmic relationship, or maybe defining a relationship by a passion. I don't know. I feel like this person maybe is one of those people that becomes whatever you want them to be, and they never really show their true self, maybe because they don't know. But I do feel like this person is learning it. So I do feel like this relationship is changing both of you, you know what I mean? But really a lot for person number 2. You know, I feel like they have some baggage, and I think it's got the way they choose relationships or the way they present themselves. You know what I mean? Because like this mask card, it's kind of like just showing people what you think they want to see instead of being your authentic self. Oh, wow. That is crazy, though. And there's probably no hint of it now, but it caused a lot of stuff. Arsenic poisoning. That's like rat poisoning or something, isn't it? Arsenic. Is arsenic rat? Yeah, for sure. Okay. So there's some sort of divine intervention here for person number 1, again with the divine timing, right? It could be about like some truth coming in, clarity coming in. I don't know why the party card is here, but it looks like something happened in order to give you time to reflect. You know what I mean? Like maybe something, I feel like it's like a tower moment, you know? And then it kind of like stops you dead in your tracks, and then some clarity comes in. Okay. This person here is just, I feel like they're going, I don't know. They're breaking up with somebody that doesn't serve them anymore, and I don't know if it's you. They want to apologize. They feel like there's unfinished business here. I feel like this person probably is like kind of a fake person. This is sort of what I'm getting here. But they are a karmic relationship in order to wake you up to something about yourself, to get honest with yourself, to clear the confusion, to get clear about who you are and what you want in life. There's something here about partying. And I don't know what that means, but I feel like I want just like an extra card from this deck. Like what's going on with partying? Okay. I feel like there's something here where something you're making a choice about something over here, person number one. With the Six of Pentacles. Maybe to go in a new direction, maybe to try something new, maybe to indulge in something else. You got that Six of Pentacles twice. I must have shuffled half of the other deck in here or something, because we got two Six of Pentacles here. The Star card page, a new beginning. Okay, the reason that person number one is confused over here is because they don't see things as they are. You know what I mean? They're not able to see things as they are, and I feel like this is why the divine timing comes in. And if there was a breakup, that's why. It's because you need to like spend some time honest with yourself about something. You know what I mean? Maybe it's about relationships, maybe it's about spirit, maybe it's about this person and who they are to you. Let's look and see what the romance angels have to say. Love yourself first. See? That's why. And this person has clearly decided what you want so that it comes to you now. You deserve to be loved. It's you both, almost like, even though it looks different, you guys are kind of doing the same thing. You know what I mean? You're both kind of like assessing, you made each other look in the mirror, you know, which that is what relationships do. They do. When someone does something that pisses us off, you should like look at yourself, because why is it pissing you off? You know what I mean? What's it triggering in you? Because it's probably something you do. Perfect. Person number one feels that person number two is perfect for them. That's the Ed Sheeran song. Tell me what person number two feels like. Person number one. What do they feel about person number one? Okay. They're psychically connected, because this is When I Need You by Leo Sayer. And that's a song like, I just close my eyes and I'm with you. All that I so want to give you, it's only a heartbeat away. This person loves, loves, loves person number one. And person number one wants a new beginning, but there's something that they're not seeing about themselves or something like that. This devil card over here. You know what I mean? It stops them from achieving their goals or from making the final decision to do something, you know? So, I don't know what's going to happen. I feel like growth is what's going to happen. Big, big growth for both people, which is always beautiful. And a reason to be grateful too. Like, I'm so glad I met that person. Look at how much I've grown. Look at how much I've grown from that. And when you can say that, you really have grown, you know? When you can say that and really mean it, I guess. Right? I've really grown. All right, Sagittarius, good luck. Capricorn is next. Two. Yeah, I think that's really icky that about the arsenic poisoning. I bet that was painful and I can't even imagine. I'm sorry anybody ever had those kind of intentions about you. And I'm glad you walked away. And I'm really glad that you look at all the stuff that you're getting out of it too, because it's the only way to survive, you know? I feel like this person is wanting to apologize, person number 2, or they're wanting to receive an apology. And person number 2 is feeling drained. They feel like this is a toxic relationship, and they want to spend some time alone to gain clarity on the relationship, is what it's saying. Yeah. All right, this person like has the big love, big love. I feel like this person wants to either apologize or something. This is a mirroring, but addiction, not enough. Okay, so this person could be like, you know, having problems with an addiction too. But they also feel like they're not enough, which could be, you know, a codependent thing, which is right back into the addiction pile. So you've both got mirrors on you guys. So what is happening is you're actually mirroring behavior so that both people can change, can grow, can transform, right? That's what's happening to this person while they're taking the time out alone. They're reflecting on the relationship. They're thinking about it. They're thinking about their part in it and person number 1's part in it. And they're realizing that maybe they want something different. You know, like I want something that's not draining my energy, right? I feel like they are going through a huge transformation with the Phoenix card there. Let's look and see what the romance angels say about this for Capricorn. Oh, no kidding, yeah. Man, I have a gambling addiction really bad. And I just try not to ever leave the house, but so I don't even get tempted with it. But like it still bothers me. Even when I go months without doing it, I still, on some days, I'm like, man, I feel like going to gambling. And I just don't have money to gamble. You know, it's crazy. Anyway, okay. So this person over here is freeing themselves from the relationship because of the red flags. Or like there was a bunch of red flags. And I really need to be honest with myself about that, because remember, you guys are holding a mirror up in front of one another, right? And so what person number 1 is doing, like they have an addiction, and person number 2, you know, is realizing what their reaction to the addiction is. Like, let's just, for instance, I'm not saying this how this is, but let's say, you know, I forgot what I was going to say. The addiction and mirroring each other. It might be not that they're mirroring to what your addiction is the same thing. It might not be that, but really like how it makes you feel. Like, let's say, for instance, person number 2 was raised with an alcoholic parent, and now it's like that's what comes to them. That's what gravitates toward them, is more of that, and they're feeling it, and they're seeing it, and they're like, I have to fix this in me. Why am I attracting this kind of vibration? You know, I need to free myself, you see, from the toxicity of my childhood, let's say, for instance, right? So, yeah, I can't afford one either, Bill. But I'm just saying, like, I get it too, you know, and no matter how long you, like, stay away from it, like, sometimes it still calls me, or, you know, like, I want to feel some type of way. And usually, like, gambling, it's like a mindless thing. Like, you're just sitting there, pushing a button, and watching these blips, and like hearing the music on the machine, and it does kind of like hypnotize you. And I think it's that I'm addicted to. I'm addicted to the bells and whistles and the bright lights and all of that, you know. And I just want to feel something different than what I've been feeling, right? So, person number 1, enemy, and watch your back. Fears. There's another enemy card, divine feminine. Okay, so person number 1, I think deep down you're kind of like wishing that this ex would come back with an apology, or you're figuring out like, how could I apologize to them, or something like that, right? But I feel like what's happening here more than anything is you're having to let go of things. You do have the divine feminine here, which is about loving yourself. It's about nurturing you and owning all of that, you know. Person number 2 is in big time pain over this relationship, but really working on inner growth and moving forward. Look at the inner growth card for person number 2. So, yeah, transition going on for both people. So that's probably what this whole relationship is about triggering people into, like, 1, letting go of an addiction, and 2, letting go of a childhood belief. I guess that's what I want to say, or a childhood feeling that became a pattern, and it's toxic and it drains you. And this person held that up in front of your face. You got to say thank you. You got to say thank you. I just, I hope out of like all of these readings, what I'm hoping for is that we don't have to hate anybody, because it really fucks with our vibration, man. We're love. Our soul is love. And we got to see the good in these things so that we can forgive and let it go. I can see clearly now the rain is gone. I can see all obstacles in my way. One of the clouds had me blind. It's going to be a bright, bright, sunshiny day. This person is coming out of the fog because they're loving themselves. Tell me what person number 2's song is. Which person are you in this, Bill? If your ex is a Capricorn, what number are you? Charlie Puth is the song for this one. I'm only one call away. I'll be there to save the day. Superman got nothing on me. I just want to give you love no matter where you go. No, you're not alone. I'm only one call away. So even though this person is definitely distancing themselves, they're also rising from the phoenix. And, you know, which means they're coming into their soul energy. And remember, it's 100% love and acceptance of a person right where they're at. So that's what I feel like is happening. This person here is starting to get into the Empress energy of self-love and giving and receiving love and nurturing self, getting clearer and clearer and clearer in their head, you know. I mean, both people doing it. So even though this looks like it might have been one of the worst relationships that a person could ever go through, I think it's causing you the biggest expansion in your soul progress. Your life path 7. I missed what you're saying about the numbers. Can you refresh me on the life path 7? I don't know what I was saying about the numbers. Sometimes when I'm talking on here, I'm just seriously channeling, and it's not a Tina thought, it's a spirit thought, and sometimes I have to watch the video back in order to understand what the message was. I know that sounds weird, but that's sort of how you ask what number you are. I wondered if you were first person or second person because I'm doing 2 piles. So if you were with a Capricorn, are you person number 1 or person number 2? There were a lot of reflecting, so I don't know. All right, so Aquarius, imperfections and sparks. So, and toxicity and charisma for person number 2. In the middle is settling. I don't want to not show this card because I feel like no one should settle for less than they deserve. I am a life path 11. And a soul urge 11 too. I was actually just looking that up the other day. My granddaughter is a 33. I just figured that out. I have a son that's a 33. And I'm an 11. My 2 daughters, I can't remember. I think my 2 daughters are 1. Because, yeah, I'm pretty sure they are. Both daughters, life path 1. Okay. Imperfection and sparks. Love is beautiful, is a beautiful mess. Embrace its imperfections and sparks. Keep the sparks flying. Surprise each other with gestures of love. And then the island cards are self-indulgence, focus on self-worth, time to heal, shadow work, and self-appreciation. And cassette. This is about outdated thinking, conditioning, replaying events over in your head. And the runner. This is someone who's scared of intimacy and they're really in their human being. Maybe they haven't even connected with their soul. You know, they're still running on human. So person number 2, toxicity. Again, talking about toxic relationships that drain a person. And it says, love flows to you. You radiate charisma and charm. So person number 2 is pretty, I think person number 2 honestly has vibrated out of toxic relationship because of the ascension card and the charisma card and the abundance card. You know, like it's time for this person. It's got to change. I think person number 1 is starting to love themselves, which is good. And maybe like loving all pieces of themselves, even the pieces that seem imperfect, right? Love is a mess. We are a mess. This person is realizing that they're codependent, right? And they need to take a little break. Person number one might be revamping how they feel about religion right now. That's what I'm feeling. And freeing themselves from any kind of dogma that's holding them back. Spiritually, you know, that happens to all of us too. You're two. You're the second one. Yeah. What's your sign, Bill? I don't even know your sign. Okay, so this person is ending a cycle over something and integrating with their higher self. Very, very good. Person number two. Yeah, they're trying to, okay. So this toxic stuff they have from when they're a kid, it's about, you know, feeling like they're not enough. And it might have something to do with religion. You know what I mean? Because, I mean, there are so many weird things in religion, right? That make us feel like we're not enough or we can't do this shit on our own. And, you know, and we have this really cool soul that's all tapped into all that is, so we can, you know. Virgo Sun, Leo Moon, Libra placements. I'm more air than earth. What's your North Node? Okay, so this person is surrendering. I feel like they're surrendering this feeling of lack because they realize it's limiting them from where they're going, and they're after growth and truth. And this person kind of doing the same thing over here. And as person number two, like, I don't know if you're person number two or not, Aquarius, but like you're becoming, I want to say the word magnanimous, but I don't even know what it means. But I just feel like I'm looking at the charisma card and this growth card and this fire card. And then there's all these other cards around it, like saying like you're in this zone of where you feel scared, you feel rejected, but like there's some messages coming in, spirit coming in, telling you, no, you're fire, babe. You're fire. And you're ascending and you're growing. You're charismatic, right? I feel like you're freeing yourself from a whole bunch of dogma that you've believed about yourself, like I'm not enough. Like I remember feeling like that in my specific religion. Like I knew as a tiny little girl that I was too sinful for this God to love. I knew it. I just knew I wasn't enough. I just knew it the whole time. And I never stopped believing in that religion or even thinking of not believing in it until I was in my 40s. And so I spent my whole life feeling like I'm never going to be able to be enough for God. And so a lot of times what that does is like catapult you into giving yourself permission to try every drug in the world. You know, try every weird thing you've ever thought of doing because you're feeling like, well, that God doesn't like me anyway, so who fucking cares? That kind of dogma and like thought process can really, really take a person down a negative path. But I don't know that that's really, I'm saying like that could have happened over here, but it's changing, you know. This person is waking up to the fact that, you know, maybe their religion was lying to them, right? Or maybe they just misunderstood the message. I don't know. But when you start tapping into the real you and all that is that's connected, like the message is way different, and it's not about you being rejected. It's about you being free. It's about you can get yourself out of this anytime you want. Just jump right over the edge. I'll help you, you know. I'm looking at the songs over here for person number one, and this one is Melissa Etheridge, I'm the Only One. Oh, I love this one. Please, baby, can't you see my mind's a burning hell? I got razors ripping and tearing and stripping my heart apart as well. Tonight, you told me that you ache for something new. Some other woman is looking like something that might be good for you. Go on and hold her till the feeling is gone. Go on, believe her when she tells you nothing's wrong. I'm the only one that would walk across the fire for you. Dude, I remember being that fucking grandiose. Like, I just want to say that because that song reminds me of me saying that actually to, it was my first husband. And I was saying to him, like, you know what? You're never going to find anybody that loves you as much as me. What a fucked up thing to say to anybody. I was just trying to control the situation, you know? And it's just not true. My love isn't any more better or special or charming or bigger than anyone else's. But I remember saying it, but I was like 19, so I guess I can forgive that and realize that at 61, I definitely know that that's not true. And this person over here, person number 2, song is Savage Garden. I knew I loved you. Intuition, something you don't question. I think I found my best friend. I knew I loved you before I met you. I think I dreamed you into life. In your eyes, I see the missing pieces. I've been waiting all my life. This person over here is definitely loves you, right? But working on themselves, letting go, moving on, letting go of all these past things that they felt about themselves, right? I mean, person number 1 over here is the runner, right? They're the one running away from commitment, scared to commit, you know. And so I just feel like whatever relationship this is, it is teaching you both quite a bit of lessons. Oh, well, sometimes walking away is the best thing a person can do. Was I just on Aqua? Because I forgot to write down the time. Now it's 2:23. Did I do Aqua? Yeah, I did. Now we're on Pisces. So I'll have to go back and find Aqua's beginning. Yeah, it's weird when we think that about our creator, you know, especially after becoming a mom, because, I mean, you know, that's the closest thing to, you know, real love or true love or unconditional love, however you want to say it, that I've ever experienced. And there really isn't anything they could ever do to make me not love them. And so I feel that way about God, source, energy, the creator, you know. Like, if he created me, he fucking loves me, and I just know it. I don't need to feel like I have to be anything special for him. He made me exactly who I am, right? Okay. I feel like Pisces, you have an ex on your mind. Maybe you're healing from it and you're ready to go down a new adventure, maybe with someone new, or maybe you're going down an adventure with the ex. I can't tell. Uh-oh. That's my daughter. I'm just gonna ignore it. I'll call her later. Okay. The ex and adventure. Clarify that. For Pisces, person number 1. Okay. All right. It looks to me like someone in this, on person number 1, it says grass is greener, divine feminine, and a hookup one night stand. It looks to me like cheating. or, you know, something. Maybe you're reflecting on that. Maybe the way a person treated you or something. This person specific. Person number 2 has a lot of baggage, emotional stuff. Maybe they have a problem with bonding or intimacy. Maybe they have a problem with like cheating, or they don't trust anyone. Maybe they even have a chance or like have a problem like taking a chance on love, you know? Let's see. Let me see what kind of relationship this is from the angels. Tell me what person number 1 feels about person number 2. Flirty, and they want to try. How does person number 2 feel about person number 1? They need to let go of control issues, free themselves from something, maybe religion or like rigid beliefs or something like that, right? They could have like rigid beliefs, maybe. All right. Maybe this person is controlling over here, you know, because they're the ones with all the baggage. Let's see. This one. Tell me what's going on here with these guys. Person number 1. Give me some advice for person number 1. Nine of Pentacles. You can have a relationship and still have your independence. But it looks to me like you feel like you're not enough to have what you want. Because you're hanging on to things that happened in the past, possibly a tower moment. You know, something came crumbling down and it kind of just knocked you back in. What should they do after the tower here? 2 of Cups. 2 of Cups and 10 of Cups. Make the effort with this 2 of Cups. Okay. And for person number 2, what's person number 2's advice? Make an offer of love. Even if there's competition, even if you're scared. This could turn around and be a great thing, Pisces. That's what I'm saying. So if somebody, if you're, you know, I don't know if you guys are split up or something, right? And you kind of want to run in and make some kind of offer to them. Let me see the song for person number 1. Flirt, make the effort. Don't worry that the grass is greener somewhere else. I feel like this person is here. I am on the road again. Here I go. Turn the page. Looks like we made it. Barry Manilow. I love that song. So it looks to me like you're thinking this is over, but it's not. Oh, I could almost feel like, I don't know if you're going to run into this person, like just somewhere where you least expect it. This is a kind of a beautiful relationship, but it just needs things to be worked out a little bit clearer. You know what I mean? Like specifically on your own as well. Give me a song for person number 2. How does person number 2 feel? Give me one reason to stay here and I'll turn right back all the way around. And hello. Hello, it's me. I was wondering after all these years if you'd like to meet, to go over everything. They say time's supposed to heal you, but I haven't done any healing. It's no secret that both of us are running out of time. I feel like this person wants to come back in and say, like, I feel like we should try this again. I think this person is scared they're going to turn them down, but they're coming anyway. and it is their soul leading them. And look where they're leading. Like they're leading them to you, 2 of Cups for 10 of Cups relationship. Yeah, Adele. I have to leave the house to run it. Me too. I hardly ever leave, Bill. And I like it that way. I kind of do. I mean, I like to go on little like camping trips or whatever, but again, I'm very private and I don't park by 10 other campers. I just park where there's no other campers. I wish like that, but for now that's just who I am, I guess. Yeah, Captain Hermit. And there's nothing wrong with the Hermit, Bill, because you know what happens in there, right? We contact our higher self. Hello, New York Debs. Back up to Aquarius, and I'm person number 2. And with a relationship, he's waking up now for Pisces. LOL. Thank you. Hi, Debs. I'm glad. I'm glad. Yeah, it's not, I don't really know what it is with me either, but I kind of feel like if our soul wants us to stay home and just hang out with it, then I think we ought to just give it the space to do it. Like I don't think there's anything wrong with it. And I think a lot of people, I mean, they have their own opinion, but do you care? This is your life, not theirs. This is my life. It's no one else's. And if I want to spend it, reading tarot cards to 5 people for 5 hours, then that's what I'm going to do inside my own house. Okay, so that is what I got today, and I hope you guys enjoyed the reading. And let me see, Mrs. Beckham, hi, how's it going? How's it going? I'm so glad you guys are all here. I just finished the reading, and I'm gonna put up the timestamps. I didn't write a timestamp for Aquarius, but oh, I love you, Bill. I hope that you're doing well, and just keep plugging away. Bill, I can feel energies far away now. I used to have them be next to me. Yeah. Yeah, I'm so glad you guys, thank you guys for showing up. I was thinking about like this channel, and I haven't hardly been doing any readings lately, and it again, it isn't anything to do with you guys. It's about me and like needing to do the soul search and stuff, trying to put the pieces together, like, I don't know. But part of it was about, like it's not growing. My channel isn't growing, and I just feel like, God, am I just wasting my time, my breath, my energy? And then Spirit was like, no, you're not wasting anything. Like if you just reach one person, Tina, like, just leave the rest up to us, you relay the message and we'll find the people. And if there's only 5, you just need to accept that too, Yeah. I was sort of thinking about giving up the like working on the channel so hard, but it just like, if you guys only knew how important it is for my own spiritual understanding and growth, because like I said to Bill earlier, like I channel all these messages, but a lot of the times the messages are way above me, and I have to watch it back to even like get the messages sometimes. So I don't know. I just think I'm away at this, and I'm really glad that you guys all showed up. I have 9 likes on here, and I just couldn't be more excited about that. So yeah, that's exactly what Spirit told me to do. Like, even if you just help one person, like, your freaking life experiences are legit. And I think all of us have the same thing. Our experiences are all kind of different, but they're legit and they're important. And there's someone else going through it, so our experience can definitely have a benefit. And so, anyway, Yeah, I think channeling is probably one of the funnest things I've ever done. Mrs. Beckham. And I was thinking about, oh, thank you, Debs. And I was thinking about your channeling ability, and I'll tell you, there's one thing that I have been doing that's different. And like, I have been painting a lot, and I don't know, but I know it was my soul. My soul's pushing me toward painting. And the thing is, my human is telling me some old childhood stuff. You're not good enough. No one's going to like it. You're stupid. You draw like a second grader. Like, all these things are coming into my mind, and my soul is going, keep painting, keep painting, keep painting. And I think it's because of my vibration and my ability to channel. Like, you would not believe how much I hear when I'm painting. You know what I mean? So the reason I'm telling you that, Mrs. Robbins, or what is your name? Mrs. Beckham, is because, like, I feel like my channeling ability went up about 25 notches over the last 2 months since I've been doing the painting. I can hear and recall, and um, just, I've just learned to close off from the voices and spirits, and last night was the first night of quiet. Yeah, and I think we all have a different experience too. And I think I was sort of almost molded into being afraid of, like, the other side. I mean, I was raised to believe a really different way than most people. And like, my dead son, like, if I was to see my dead son, 20 years ago, I would have been scared and thought that it was Satan. And today I seek them. But I have seen some scary stuff in meditation. And here's what I said to Spirit: if you can't make it look pretty, I don't think I can handle it. So if it's going to be something that looks scary, like, I would prefer not to see it. And I think that slowed down the channeling and slowed down the images of things that come in, because I really did put a boundary on it. Like, it's too scary for me as the little girl, Tina, who's scared of a lot of things. And so, anyway, I don't know. I was told growing up that I was making it all up. Yeah. Yeah, well, I was told that if anything comes in, like, it's the devil, it isn't anything beautiful. And it has really slowed down my progress a lot. But I kind of feel like all of that is part of it too. Like, maybe I need to go at this very slow, the channeling part. But I'm noticing that I get a lot of messages coming in while I'm painting, good ones too. Big epiphanies about, myself and my life and my heart, who I am. Thing. Um, I didn't like it, and I feel like I lost a part of me. Oh, I think it was just my mom scared. Now I know it's real. Trying to learn to turn it on and off and not give it on constantly. So, want to be somebody else, change your mind. So true. That is true, Debs. And I, if you don't want the spirit messages, Mrs. Beckham, I mean, like, it's true. I did say that to Spirit. I said, this is scaring me when you come in here looking like something that's not recognizable. Like, I'm not ready for that weird stuff. Like, I realize there's other realms, and I've definitely seen other realms. It's just that some of them, they just don't. make me comfortable. And I think we can set boundaries on what we want and what we don't want. And I feel like more than anything, don't ever forget that you're the one driving the car. You know what I mean? Like your soul. You are the soul. You get to decide where you want to detour, what you want to, do next. And if you're uncomfortable, Mrs. Beckham, then I feel like you need to just simply say that. This needs to happen a different way, or I don't want this gift at all. My daughter hates it. My oldest daughter has the gift. She's a medium. She is a medium. And she flat out doesn't want it. And she just says it. And I think she denies the gift. She's not ready. And it's okay. We don't have to do that. But I think kind of like just the fact that she's that tapped in that she can, it tells me there's something really beautiful, going on with her. I don't know. I think it's a gift to be able to communicate with spirit. They do love helping us. Oh, you've had it for 40 years and you're just sick of it? Once I worked with this lady who actually she kind of like steered me to this direction. I didn't know anything about this stuff. But she was like a spiritual teacher. She was definitely a medium, that kind of thing. And I was introduced to her about a year and a half before my son died. It's so crazy. Sometimes I feel like I need to write it all down and look at that journey. But like she was just sort of like, here you go, like hand it to me. It seemed like on a silver platter. And she taught me all kinds of new things. And she was talking about the fact that when she very first started getting the gift of mediumship, and she said she had hours, and she wrote it down and she put it on the refrigerator and said out loud, these are the hours that you can come and give me messages. And the rest of the time, I have to be doing something else. I'll give you, these hours from 9 to noon. This is your time, spirit, like, spirits from the other side. I will channel you, write down the messages. He said it was like a line of people, of souls, like waiting, and they were going out the door. And she said it was just like getting out of control. And she had a family. So she really did put a boundary down. I'm just trying to, I don't know, like trying to remember things that might be helpful to you, because I hate it that it would feel like a burden, and because it doesn't feel like a burden to me, especially people on the other side. It's because of my son. I wish I could see him, more. I wish I could sit down and have coffee with him, and like, I could see his form, and it just, it doesn't really happen like that, but it happens in another way. And I don't know. I just think it's a gift, definitely a gift, but you do get to put boundaries on how you want it to look and how you respond to it. Hi, Sharma. Yeah, I'm glad you heard that. I'm not sick of it. It got too much being open to everyone's emotions. Yeah, no, I get it. Sleeve is falling down, pull it up. Are you talking about mine? It only goes to here. It's like a 3/4, you know. It just stays right there, I promise. It's fine, Lily. um, yeah, you won't. I don't think that you can give the wrong message, you know what I mean? Can I ask one? Your son is proud of you, Tina. Yeah, I'm sure. Yep, this is just a 3/4 length sweater. Um, and Sharma, what do you want to ask? I like that name. You're welcome. You like the upper arms uncovered? Yeah, I'm an old lady, and if I uncovered my arms, they'd just be swinging around. I think you could probably come in the summertime and you'd see lots of like arm flaps. So if you're interested in the arm flap, you can do that. But I don't think it's all that lovely to look at. Okay, you guys, I love you so much. Thanks for coming. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for liking. And thanks for just observing the video. I love you guys, and I really needed you today. So I appreciate all of you who are here. Yeah. Love you, Bill. Take care of yourself. You're going to be fine. Yeah. Sending everybody love. Let's all just send each other love and strength. Have a great day.